So my name is Beebe. I was in the Army for 7 years from 2009 to 2015. I was an intelligence analyst. I deployed once on FOB Salerno in Afghanistan. And I was in Korea for 1 year as well. The ability to roll with the punches, embrace the suck. Things are gonna change on the fly and you have to change with them. It's invaluable because even in your job, you'll start trying to finish a project or start a project, and then all of a sudden it comes down that this project has changed. And so in the moment, on the fly, you pivot 90 degrees and roll with it and go with it. So before the military, I remember going to college and signing up for 6 different classes. And as soon as I found out I didn't have to go to those classes personally, I didn't. I just flaked out of that. I would be late to my jobs all the time. Versus being in the military, it's honed into you that if you are late, that is severely damaging to the people around you. Not so much yourself, but you're letting all of your friends down, all of your leadership down because they can't continue and finish a mission or a project without you. The military helps you to understand that it's not just a single effort. It is very much a team effort, no matter where you go or who you work for or what you do. I think transitioning out of the military, some of the difficulties that I faced at least were having an idea of a direction that you want to go, but not necessarily knowing that you can get a housing allowance and a food allowance and your books paid for to go to college is kind of, it pushes you sort of towards that, or in a vocational school, so that at least I can make some money doing this that's better than a minimum wage job. So I'll go in this direction where I will go to school so that I can get that housing allowance, get that food money for my family or for myself. And so not having a direction was pretty difficult because you go from the military where it's always, well, you're doing this because it's helping the overall mission. All of a sudden you don't have an overall mission. It's just you and yourself and you're directionless. That was a pretty big blow to probably my mental health. It was very stressful. And then after a deployment as well, small stuff. I was an intelligence analyst, so I was on a FOB the whole time, but we still got hit with mortars every single day. And so transitioning out of the military, what that looks like in the civilian world is any sort of instant loud noise that's unexpected will make you very mad, very fast, but only for a short amount of time. You're ready to fight someone for about a second and a half until you're like, oh, everything's fine here. So that was also difficult to get used to. Being a veteran, one of the things that helped was immediately after getting out of active duty, I signed up for, I think, 2 years of being in the National Guard just to sort of keep my foot in that door. In case I sucked at civilian life, I'd be able to transition easier into the military again. I think that actually helped to ease back into being a civilian because you still got that military culture and even that veteran culture from those that deployed in the National Guard also. So it just made the transition probably a little easier because I was still able to connect with those people that were in the military. Being an apprentice electrician or being a union electrician, it sort of helped with, it's not really a brotherhood, but it's still a bunch of like-minded guys that chose a profession. And now you're in there with them as well. So it's kind of like that same military, like, oh, we all signed up for it. And that's sort of the same mentality there. That helped a lot as well, once I did get into the apprenticeship. Knowing 3 other veterans that have committed suicide, I think something that civilians could know is if you already have friends that are veterans, or you already know people, even if they're just acquaintances that are veterans, and then you meet someone who's like, oh yeah, you know, I just got out of the military a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Oh, I also know a veteran. Is it cool if I give you their number? You can reach out to them. Already, once you've gotten out, now you're helping this veteran make a connection with another veteran who understands and who knows. So there's automatically already someone they can go talk to that gets it. You go through a lot, especially after deploying, you go through a lot and you'll feel alone a little bit. And so having someone that knows what you're going through and even just talking, that's nice.